It's a brand new day. Let's see who is the latest person or company trying to make men feel guilty for being men. Really? Gillette? The company who got its start by marketing their overpriced razors and horrible shaving cream to men are hopping on the men bad bandwagon? Weird flex, but okay.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Bullying. Me Too movement. Toxic masculinity. Yep, looks like you hit all the buzzwords. Great job so far. And even more praise for managing to work in toxic masculinity in a non-ironic sense. A+ so far.
Is this the best a man can get?
Whoever said or even implied those things were the best a man can get. I get you wanted to use your now ironic tagline in this commercial, but can you at least try to make sense?
Is it?
Who the hell are you asking? No one ever said this was the best a man can get, and the fact that you are using your tagline to suggest people have said this kind of makes it look like your razor blades somehow turned some men into assholes. Not sure if this is what you were going for, but I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe you want to tank your own company.
It's likely happening here in Bullying, as well. A problem
We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long.
Did they really just use a cartoon as an example of sexual harassment? Or I guess the point of that clip could be that little kids watching this cartoon might think it's okay to sexually harass women, because we all know men get their life lessons from cartoons they watched as children. It's why there was an epidemic of young adults driving around in vans with Great Danes trying to solve mysteries. Also, how old is that cartoon? Like 60, 70 years? They really had to go back far to find something to be offended over today. And look at this clip. It's men laughing, because we all know women never laugh, at a scene from a made-up sitcom. They are now trying to shame men for laughing at a sitcom. Try and wrap your mind around that one.
We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
Oh, wait, there are women in the audience laughing. So does this make the women guilty of toxic masculinity? Do they hate themselves? You know, it's a real shame Gillette didn't make a side note here about these women being controlled by their patriarchal husbands or bosses or sons or some shit like that.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Take note of this black man right here, because he is the only black man who is portrayed in a negative light. And that negative light is just watching as two white children fight. In every other scenario, it's white men beating someone up, white men harassing women, and in almost every case, it's up to a black man to stop the white man's toxic masculinity. So clearly, this man hasn't yet managed to resist white supremacy and toxic masculinity as well as other black men have.
Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Frickin' the Young Turks? Seriously?
But she says he's crossing the line.
And there will be no going back.
They are using the same audience who is laughing at the sitcom. The implication being, if you have ever laughed at a sexually explicit scene in a comedy, then you are to blame for sexual assault and rape. This is real. This is from Gillette. This is unbelievable.
Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
Smile, sweetie.
White man being an asshole, black man to the rescue.
Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
I bet you thought I was kidding.
Not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. and weighs big.
Yo, men, for
See what I mean? Just look at this shit. A group of about 6 or 7 white boys all chasing another white boy to kick the shit out of him. Then they cut to a black man who apparently stopped some sort of dispute between 2 black boys, but we don't see what the dispute was. We don't see them fighting or arguing. It's just a black man and 2 black boys shaking hands. Gillette thought they would sneak in some racial bullshit while they were telling all men how bad they are. I'm sure this will do great for their sales.
And small.
Okay, that's cute, but get back to showing how white men are assholes.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
And that's the end of that train wreck. Let's see what propaganda, life lessons Gillette taught us. Men are rapists, or at least sexual harassing pigs. If some men are not rapists or pigs, then they are complicit in these actions if they don't stop laughing at sitcoms. White men are oozing with toxic masculinity and it needs to be stopped. White men are always looking for a woman to harass. Black men are needed to stop white men from harassing women. Black men never fight or argue or bully. Gee, thanks Gillette. Will I ever buy another Gillette product in my life? Well,